Charlie Chalk's Magical Friendship Parade.
What about a nice bedtime story? Doesn't that sound terrific?
Little Lily Marie Taters isn't well.
Oh no, please. I've read that one 100 times.
Poor Lily Marie Taters has taken ill, and with every passing day seems to be a little worse.
Please, Father, read something else.
Let's see. I know, what about some comic books?
Yuck! No, I want something good. I want something scary, Father.
And I want it now. Or else. Bleh. Lily Marie Taters is a Pisopulvotomatu, able to regurgitate soup cooked with the legume Pisum savatum, with the force and pressure of a dozen fire hoses. Green peas. Lily Marie Taters has been possessed by the demon god Agarafelgor, an ancient Sumerian greater nether fiend. Recently freed at an archaeological dig near Tikrit after being trapped in a spirit bottle since 4000 BC, and who now intends to wreak murderous, unholy havoc upon the innocent souls of the land of the living. All right, Hellspawn, you asked for it. You can't stop me, Padre, and that good book of yours is useless against one such as I.
Oh, this isn't the good book. This is the best book.
What the?
Things have changed since you last walked the earth, creature. The place downstairs has a new boss, one born of blood and wrath and murder, a being of purest rage and hate, and feathers.
Ooh,
one badass motherfucking bird, that's who. You want to hear something scary? Then sit down and shut the fuck up, and I'm gonna tell you a hair-raising tale of terror about the absolute baddest of the badasses.
Poyo!
Of course, these days he isn't just Poyo anymore. These days he's better known as
Demon Chicken! This is Poyo. Raised on a non-stop diet of mayhem and murder in various illegal gladiatorial arenas across the world, Poyo ascended to become the ultimate fighting champion of the entire animal kingdom. Conscripted by the government to become a secret agent, Poyo defied death, returning to save the world again and again as the world's first and deadliest bionic government secret agent rooster. And on that dark day that Poyo at last fell, betrayed and murderous by his treacherous partner and best friend, Poyo, unsurprisingly, became even more powerful. An unstoppable spirit of vengeance, uncompromising, implacable, inexorable, an absolute unholy force in an infernal world, and beyond. All of this information is 100% true. And now, our story begins in the township of Bloon, where it's holiday season, a time of Christmassy fun. It's the happiest of places, this warm, friendly village, until this tragic day when the village was pillaged. First thing Christmas morning, everywhere across town, all the presents were gone, there were no presents to be found. "Christmas is cancelled, so sorry, you brat," said a note left on the scene by some cold, heartless rat. The townsfolk were panicked, Mayor Floop was in a tizzy, the Bloonites needed a hero, but Poyo was busy. Who'd stolen the presents? What was the truth? And did it have something to do with that figure on that roof? There he was, the culprit, the thieving villain to blame, a shadowy skulker, and the Grump Ass was his name. Now the Grump Ass was discovered, so he escaped far and fast, leaving the Bloon townsfolk presentless, and their holiday ruined, alas! Oh, who would save Christmas? Who'd give the villain a well-deserved lickin'?
Help us, Poyo,
one child pleaded, to hell's own demon chicken. Already he'd saved the world twice before breakfast, and the multiverse once before brunch. He'd plucked out enemies' eyes, made evildoers' bones crunch. He'd defeated George Washington Kaiju, foiled Oap and Peng Thulu's return, sent them to his infernal realm, where in eternal hellfire they'd burn. And Galaxiel and Autoduck, and Dick Cheney too, Poyo's wrath knew no bounds, so all of them he slew. And Elvis Parsley's genetically engineered clones, versions 4, 3, and 1. But that wasn't all, because Poyo's work is never, ever done. For a desperate plea had rung out, "Help us, Poyo," a child had cried, and so Poyo took on this new mission. Justice would not be denied. Bork. Which is how the Grump-Ass and Poyo ended up face to face. This jerk had ruined Christmas, so Demon Chicken Poyo would put the Grump-Ass in his place. So he growled and he snarled, he bacawed and he clucked. Then Poyo was upon him, and the Grump-Ass was fucked. But then Poyo paused long enough for the Grump-Ass to blurt out the truth. But not before both his legs were broken, 4 vertebrae and a tooth. And the truth, it was awful, unexpected and wrong. The true culprit's identity was revealed, and that identity was a terrible surprise. You know, wrong and terrible surprise don't even come close to rhyming. Silence, Hellspawn! The truth, it was awful. The truth made Poyo sick when Grump-Ass's boss was revealed as none other than Saint Nick. You see, Santa had grown weary of all the holiday crap. The kids who screamed in his ears, the ones who peed in his lap. Disgruntled elf laborers, reindeer poop all over the ground, and endless toy-making deadlines made Santa quite mentally unsound. Holiday decoration and displays in stores 6 months early helped drive Santa insane, helped make Santa surly. So he was now stealing presents, and stolen presents he was burning. Santa stared into the abyss, and there would be no returning. But would there be justice? Almost certainly so, as emerging from the flames was the demon chicken Poyo. As for Santa's villainy, it quickly came to an end. Poyo quickly saved the day, and to the underworld did Santa descend. A demonic demon warned Santa, "Sorry, but Poyo rules this plane of existence, and you'll be tortured daily for all eternity at Poyo's insistence." Now the Grump-Ass, who's reformed, plays Santa each year, delivering presents and joy in a sleigh of flying chog deer. Christmas was saved, the town of Bloon would have its Noel, and all thanks to Poyo, the demon chicken of hell. But when it came time to thank Poyo, our hero was gone. He sensed another injustice, and so Poyo had moved on. The end. Okay, that wasn't bad, but it was barely a story, and it certainly wasn't scary. A Christmas-themed comic starring a homicidal bionic demon rooster is hardly my idea of scary. Oh, but Poyo is no ordinary homicidal bionic demon rooster, and this is no ordinary comic. It's a magic comic, containing a summoning spell. What the? I told you. The underworld's got a new boss running the show now, and you've been breaking the rules. No! Crap!
Is it over, Father? It sure is, honey. You're safe now. What about the bad guy?
Hell!
Hey, new guy, what happened to you?
What do you think happened? Fucking Poyo, man!
Yep, same here. Poyo.
And me, Poyo. And so, friends, we've reached the end of this fable. But pay attention to its lesson. Heed its moral as best you're able. And the moral is this, and the moral is true. Don't be an asshole, or Poyo will come for you. Finn! This is Tony Chu. Tony Chu is an agent of the Special Crimes Division of the United States FDA, the most powerful law enforcement agency on the planet. Tony Chu is a cibopath, one of 2 living cibopaths. That means he can take a bite out of an apple and get a feeling in his head about what tree it grew from, what pesticides were used on the crop, and when it was harvested. Or he can take a bite from the body of his greatest enemy and relive that person's past, gain their abilities, and learn all their deepest, darkest secrets. 1 bite, Tony. Just 1 bite. Strangely enough, the only food Tony can eat and not get a psychic sensation from is beets.
Greetings and salutations, Anthony. I trust you are finding your meal to be most disagreeable. And in order to find out what I know, what you need to know, in order to face the challenges that are approaching inevitably toward you at a terrifyingly precipitate pace, I'm afraid you've got a considerable amount of Epicurean unpleasantness ahead of you. That this unorthodox communique has reached you is testament to what I've long maintained. You are far more powerful than you know, Anthony Chu. And the effect that beets have over your cibopathy is but an impediment to be overcome, with practice and proper training. Alas, had you agreed to work with me, I would have been more than willing to train you, to impart my vast and impressive cumulative knowledge and experience. But because of your persistent and infuriating obstinance, you forced me to take this drastic and lamentable— oh, God, no. No. Tony? Savoy not giving you the answers you're looking for? He didn't give me any answers! That fat pile of shit loaded up on beets before he hung himself. All I'm getting from that sanctimonious prick is a lecture. You don't have to do this, Tony. Not for me. I think I do, Amelia. There's a reason he stole your manuscript and ate it. There's some secret in there that only Savoy figured out. Plus all the other secrets Savoy managed to unlock. And now I have to do the same. I want you to be careful, Tony. That feeling I had, that sense of doom, it didn't go away with Savoy. It's still there. If anything, it's growing stronger. And while it is true I will take no small degree of belated satisfaction in the culinary misadventure you're going to endure, the price I am exacting for your obstinacy and intransigence, I must warn you, without exaggeration or hyperbole, of the calamitous and cataclysmic results should that characteristic prideful stubbornness compel a resistance. Time is most definitely a factor in this matter, and for you, and for indeed everyone, time grows perilously short. Tony, sorry, Savoy, he— Yo, Ton, that was HQ. Looks like we just caught a live one. You ready to do some work? Work! This might be my years of experience as a veteran law enforcement officer talking, but I've every reason to believe what we're dealing with is a stone-cold killer. Get it, Ton? Stone-cold killer? Was thinking about going to ice cold, but that seemed a little too on the nose. Anyway, I'm guessing we're dealing with a rogue Ceredoratus. Ice cream created by a Ceredoratus will, upon ingestion, cause lethal freezing of the human cerebrum. Caesar reported finding and IDing the body of truck proprietor Snowy Joe with his throat slashed in a meat locker uptown.
So, the best guess is our perp swiped the ice cream truck and headed to the financial district at lunch to hand out free samples of his own secret recipe. Guess we're lucky he didn't set his sights on a school or a city park, but we better catch him before he sets his sights on his next target. Another day, another fucking psycho food weirdo to deal with, am I right? Yo, Earth to Tony. I know you want to get to the bottom of this Savoy stuff, but what do you say you keep the cibopathic ear nibbling to a minimum? At least until we wrap up this FDA red ball?
Yeah, John, sure. Sorry.
I need your head in the game, partner. Our killer escaped on foot, and cops and FDA got this whole place on lockdown within an 8-block radius. Which means this fucker is hiding out round here somewhere. You just keep your gun ready, trigger finger itchy, and follow my lead. Seems to me we're heading in the right direction. And by the look of things, we might be dealing with something a bit more powerful than just a Cerateratus.
Oh, shit.
Tony?
This is not the ending I was hoping for. Out of all the myriad possibilities, the limitless potential of options and outcomes, anything other than this would have been vastly preferable. But you've left me no choice. What happens now is on you, Anthony Chu. Every last bit of it. My search for the truth is at an end, and I've found everything I need to know. And I know there is no doubt the worst is yet to come. And I vowed I would get the truth. About what was behind the contagion. About the reasons for the prohibition on poultry that followed. Trust me when I tell you my search for the truth has been singularly awful. I'm fully cognizant of the monster I've been forced to become, and I am not proud. I understand everything now, Anthony. Time is most definitely a factor in this matter, and for you and for everyone indeed, time grows perilously short. The actual conspiracy and the contagion that preceded it can be directly traced to 4 individuals, one of whom, David Hamontashen, we encountered, however indirectly, during our unusual and perplexingly eventful Arctic investigation. Actual conspiracy, contagion, 4 individuals.
Tony! A little fucking help here, damn it! Snap out of it! Damn, Ton. Cutting it a bit close, eh?
What the hell was he?
Dunno. Let's leave that for the FDA coroner to figure out. But dude had a mean left hook and jumped me while Lardbelly was chatting you up in Wacky Land.
Sorry, I couldn't help it. Got a flash of...
Yeah, I know. Fat man loves to hear himself talk. Not even death can stop that, huh? Hope whatever he told you was worth the beatdown I just got.
Not sure it was.
What?
Nibbling on bits of Savoy's ear. I'm not getting the information I need to. Certainly not fast enough. And I've got no control of the information coming to me.
Because of the beats?
Because of the damned beats. If a doomsday clock is really ticking like Savoy and Amelia think it is, I'm going to have to go deeper. Going to have to eat more. Probably a lot more. But I'm not sure I can.
Hey, how about this? Get your brother to cook 'em up. Whip up a few different dishes to make old lard-ass taste halfway decent. Chow did a hell of a job with Poyo, and Poyo is in a lot, riper condition than Savoy.
Chow did that for Tony, so I could avenge her. Chow's too big an asshole to do any favors for me. Not unless... Hold on a sec.
Get over here now, brother. I need your help.
Chow, what's the problem?
Antonel's old boss and boyfriend, that's the problem. What's his name? The big buff paneer guy. Here now, drunk off his ass, saying he promised Tony he'd look after me, and then he needed to warn me.
Tony, why didn't you tell me?
Paneer Sharma? From NASA? Warn you about what? No fucking idea. He planted himself on my couch, started blubbering like a baby, and raving like a loon.
You could see things, Tony. You knew things that nobody else did. Did you know about this, Tony? Autocoppus 3, or any of the others. Almost 6 dozen of them. Habitable planets our long-range telescopes have discovered since reactivation. All with the same rings of fire writing. They're blowing up now. They light up with fire writing once, and then they light up again, and then... then they blow right the fuck up. Boom!
He showed up with a big file of top-secret documents. I figure that's your department, Mr. Big Shot Government FDA agent, so you can deal with it. Listen.
It's about to happen again. Satellites in the upper atmosphere are detecting the same meteorological anomalies that happened just before the last time the fire writing appeared. And then, after that, I don't want to be here, Tony. Not without you. Not for the end of the world.
Okay, Chow, I'll come get him. But if I do, I need you to do something for me. Yeah, whatever, sure. I'm serious, Chow. I do a favor for you, and you do one for me. No questions asked, and you can't weasel out of it. Yeah, I heard you the first time, Tony. Just get your ass over here, double time. Epilogue. Fuck. And Sour Grapes, Chapter 1. Consumed by guilt over what he'd done, Senator David Hamontishan, director and chair of the U.S. National Space and Aeronautics Committee, descended into alcoholism and drug abuse, and would eventually die of heart failure brought on by an overdose. The Vio Hortonalis, Emily Travala, died when her charter plane slammed into a mountain. The generally accepted theory is that the increasingly paranoid Hamontishan had her killed to guarantee her silence. Certainly, that was the conclusion of Sanford Chiappino, the cibopathic, the broadcaster who'd heard of Travala's death and feared he was next. Chiappino disappeared to parts unknown and was never heard from again. And of course, we're already familiar with the tragic fate that befell the cybolocutor chef known as Fatani Eros. The actual conspiracy. 4 individuals.
There, it's done. My plan. Miss Travala's ingredients, Mr. Fatani Eros' preparation.
Contagion!
And your dinner.
That's it. I'm just supposed to eat it.
Indeed you are, Mr. Chiappino. In fact, you're being paid a considerable amount to eat it, and to employ your unique talent when you do. Of course, you're being paid for your silence as well.
And it's safe.
And when is the last time you've eaten chicken, Mr. Chiappino?
It's been 2 years. 2 years, 4 months, and 14 days, to be precise.
Then for you, it should be perfectly safe. Go ahead, enjoy your meal, and broadcast it to the world.
Things didn't turn out as planned.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Who is it?
National Weather Service, Mr. Chiappino. We just want to ask you a few questions. Strictly routine.
Yeah, I'll be right there. Just getting dressed. Just be a sec. Faster! Driver, faster! Next flight, please. One-way ticket.
Of course, sir. Next flight to where?
Holy shit. We got him! I know how, where, why, I know everything. We can crack this case, bring in one of the guys behind it, expose the truth to the entire world. John, did you hear me? What? Huh? What case? The case, John. The avian flu. The people behind it. The last survivor of the conspirators that instigated it. I know where he is. We can bring him in. Bring him to justice. Uncover this entire fucking thing. But what? How?
Hamantashen commissioned the cibolocutor to create a signature dish containing a specifically tailored narrative, but of course, Fatanieros could not resist his own editorial flourishes. Another problem arose from the ingredients prepared in the garden of the Via Hortinalis, who was of course only able to imbue infectious properties into plant-based materials. The idea was that the cibopasm would broadcast Fatanieros' dish, making it airborne as a selectively targeted contagion, and perhaps the desired outcome might have—
Forget it! Sorry I asked. Jeez, you even sound like him now. Bottom line is the plan worked, right? Fat Man is finally spilling his oversized guts.
Once I started eating, yeah. All those dishes Chow prepared, non-stop for the past few days. Now Savoy is talking and I can't get him to stop.
Your lunch, that meatball sandwich, is that—
Can we talk about something else, please?
Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so, the case. Bringing in the perp. Busting this whole avian flu thing wide open. Where do we start? FDA airfield.
We've got a long flight ahead of us.
A very long flight.
Of course, while Senator Hamantashen was correct in a great many things, first and foremost about the threat of what's to come, and the general idea about what would be needed to counter it, nearly every specific aspect of his plan was incorrect. Before intentionally scuttling NASA's various long-range telescope programs in order to preserve secrecy— telescopes that are again operational and providing indispensable information thanks to NASA's more than competent new director, the esteemed and admirable Paneer Sharma. Hamantashen relied on messages written alien fire script in the skies of faraway planets, and used military decoders to ascertain their messages, rather than a skilled cognominitus as he should have. Consequently, his translations were, at best, imprecise, which is why he utilized the skills of a cibolocutor rather than a cibopath, which surely was the most egregious of his many other mistakes. He also misread the date of when the fire writing would appear over the skies of our planet, and did not live to see that transpire. He enacted a plan to counter a threat that never came in his lifetime, and when it went disastrously wrong— God, could you please stop talking for 1 damn minute? Sorry, John, didn't mean to wake you.
You didn't wake me.
No, 'cause usually on these flights you're—
Usually! Nuh-uh. While you've been getting your info dump from the Fat Man, I've been reviewing those NASA files you took off Tony's drunken ex-boyfriend. You know, the NASA egghead's got it figured out that the skywriting is coming back, right? And it's coming back soon.
Yeah, he said something about that. Any idea how soon?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Agents Chu and Colby, you should suit up, sirs. Destination's just ahead.
Yamapaloo!
That Mr. Chiappino would choose Yamapaloo as his refuge and sanctuary should come as no surprise. The small, remote western Pacific island paradise has long served as both nexus and epicenter for those of us in possession of innate Epicurean abilities. Its native population has the highest per capita of food-related talents on the entire planet, and seems to have a sort of inscrutable gravitational pull over all of us endowed with unique culinary capabilities. This, of course, has been your personal experience over the years, Anthony, as well as my own. Now, it is absolutely no coincidence that Yamapaloo is the home of the gulzaberry plant, where it grows quickly and freely, and has become both Yamapaloo's primary cash crop and its dominant source of vegetation. The gulzaberry fruit has a mildly hallucinatory effect upon those who ingest it, and among those of us with food-based powers, a tendency to amplify those abilities, even permanently alter them. Its origins are almost certainly extraterrestrial, likely the result of some sort of interstellar seeding. Whether this seeding was intentional or accidental remains uncertain. How exactly this plant came to grow on Yamapalu is unequivocal.
Shit, man. Freaking Wednesday. Yo, Ton, which way? Where's our perp hold up at?
Oh, I'm sure Savoy will get to it, eventually.
You mean you don't know?
There's a lot of information to wade through. It's coming to me as fast as I can process it, and as fast as Savoy will allow. Now, the history of cibopathy is truly a fascinating subject, and one that naturally has long held my interest. I've uncovered writings that hinted people with similar sorts of aptitude, predating your grandfather by more than 200 years. Let me tell you at length, and in extreme and exhaustingly precise detail, about this passage from a London medical...
Eventually!
Yeah, okay, that-a-way. Chiappino went up on that mountain, and he's been hiding in a cave near the top, where he's been subsiding on little more than rainwater and fresh galzaberries. Which is, of course, to our great advantage, as I've mentioned the galzaberries' intensifying properties, and how that will prove most valuable in your absorption of his cibopasmy.
What? No, damn it, no! Fuck that and fuck you, fat ass! Tony, what's going on?
Fucking Savoy, man. He's manipulating me, again! Just like he got me to work with him when I didn't want to. Just like he made me eat him when I didn't want to. Now he's telling me I have to eat the cibopasm, the broadcaster. And I'm telling you right now, that's not gonna happen. I'm done playing Savoy's game. I'm bringing Chiappino in alive. He's getting on the witness stand. He's gonna tell the entire world what happened. He's going to admit the truth. Of course, I've no doubt you're responding to this with the same tiresome obstinacy you apply to the entirety of your law enforcement philosophy, as well as your life and worldview in general. A strict and stubbornly fixated focus on the rules of the law, and an utter inflexibility to do anything outside your narrow mindset. And no doubt you've launched into some angry, defiant, and profanity-laced tirade, where you pledge to do anything other than cooperate with my plan. What do you know, you fat prick? A plan that absolutely must be put into place at all costs. And I'm afraid, given the disastrous scheme Senator Hamontishan set into motion, and equally unfortunate aftermath, there is no way Mr. Chiappino will cooperate voluntarily. So, absorption of his cibopasmy broadcasting abilities is an unconditional and unqualified imperative. Rest assured that when the time comes, you will absorb his powers. Like hell I will. Guns ready, John. But remember, we're taking him alive. You will absorb his powers. Because you already have.
Tony, what happened here?
Exactly what you think happened. Hello, Mr. Chiappino. I know it's small consolation, but for what happens next, I do apologize. Horrible, I know, but necessary. Senator Hamontishan got many things wrong in his preemptive attempt to save the world. He got most things wrong, in actuality, but he was right about the cibopasm. He is necessary, a necessary component, an essential ingredient. It's a recipe, you see, to save the world from the judgment that's to come. And all of us, you see, those of us with food-based abilities, we are the ingredients. Now you have the abilities of the cibopasm, as well as of the sum of my abilities and knowledge, all that I have seen and learned, and even talents that I have collected over the years. I leave you now, Anthony Chu, with full faith that when it comes time to do what needs to be done to preserve our planet and our species, you too will do what's necessary. I've given you the means, Anthony, except for one terrible and very crucial thing.
What? No! No!
Fuck no.
Tony!
No.
Tony, what the hell, man? Savoy tell you something?
I know you think I'm a monster, but even I have my limits, dear boy. I'm afraid this is something you have to do. You and you alone.
What gives, Ton? What did he tell you?
You have to eat Amelia.
And Sour Grapes, Chapter 2. Wednesday, the day the fire writing returned, Earth's last day. And Tony was determined to make it his and Amelia's best day.
Just so we're clear, Amelia, I'm not eating you, no matter what. Well, that's a relief.
A morning stroll through the city. A lunchtime picnic in the park. An afternoon stroll through the city botanical gardens. Watching the sunset from the observation lounge of Montero Tower. The perfect day. Unfortunately,
the skywriting, it feels different this time. It is different, and a lot of people can sense it. The last time it was a warning. This one is a countdown. How long do we have? 24 hours, maybe a bit less. Until doom, until judgment. The skywriting went up last time to warn us not to eat chicken. If the clock ticks down to 0 this time and there are still chicken eaters alive, then doom. The earth blows up unless chicken eaters die. Everybody with chicken in their system. Worldwide, that could be millions of people. Millions of people die, or everybody dies. That's a hell of a choice. Not for me, it isn't.
Lunchtime picnic in the park.
Looks like your sandwich got a bit squished. Yeah, and beet juice spilled all over everything else. Don't worry about it, Tony. It's not the end of the oh, yeah, I guess it is. But we can still enjoy it, you and me together. That's all that matters, no matter what the day brings. Shit. This is Tony. No, nuh-uh, sorry, spending the day with Amelia. No, I can't. No, sorry, no way. How about I swing by tomorrow? Emergency? What do you mean? No, I can't today! No! Fuck. Damn it. All right, I'll be there. Let me guess, that was work. You have to go... No, not work. Worse.
Rosemary! Took your time getting here, didn't you, Anthony? Hello, Amelia, dear. Sorry to drag my little brother away for this.
Hi, Rosemary. Yeah, well, I'm here now, Rosemary. What's up? What's this big emergency?
It's gone.
Gone? What's gone?
My birthday present.
Birthday?
My birthday was 2 weeks ago, jackass. 2 weeks ago.
Happy birthday! A stolen car is a job for the cops, Rosemary, not the FDA.
The cops are busy with a bunch of panicking lunatics who think the world is ending.
I'll look for it tomorrow.
Tomorrow will either be chopped into a million different parts or on a cargo ship bound for God knows where.
I'm supposed to have this day with Amelia.
You can have another day with Amelia.
Tony will be happy to. How can we help?
Cigarette butt left by whoever stole the car. That cigarette butt is a clue. That cigarette butt is your lunch. Not much later, down at the city port. Loading the cargo ship Lohiketu, bound for God knows where.
Oh, foiling an international crime ring of luxury car thieves and smugglers. How exciting. Not how I want to spend today. And I'm going to be tasting that damn cigarette for the rest of the day. Come on, Amelia, let's get closer. Tony, what if you decided to do it? Save the world. Then I'd be the cannibal who ate his wife, not to mention the single biggest mass murderer in all of human history. I thought my manuscript was the key. I thought that's why Savoy stole it, why he ate and absorbed it. He thought so too. I think he hoped so, to avoid the alternative. You mean eating me? I still don't understand, Tony. My role in things, and yours. The way Savoy explained it, a cibopath is both the chef and the signature dish. You're one of the primary ingredients, as was the cibopasm. The broadcaster, who I absorbed when I ate Savoy. Your ability isn't fully formed, Amelia, and it's still evolving. You've gone from conveying flavors in the descriptions of food you've eaten to inventing stories with flavor. Remember when we first met, how you made people sick, writing about the disgusting meals you've eaten? Eventually, you'll be able to do that in your fiction. You'll be able to fine-tune it, direct it, and cause a specific reaction. You're talking about food poisoning. Lethal food poisoning. Directed at anybody who's eaten chicken. Then broadcast across the world. The cultists were right all along, weren't they? Chicken is doom. You can't just take a bite out of me. You have to eat me. To absorb an undeveloped power, I'd have to go pretty deep. And there's no chance of me developing this on my own. There's every chance, but it would take time. Weeks, months, maybe even years. And the problem is, time is the last thing we have.
Yeah, you got that right. You're trespassing, shrimp. And you look like a cop.
Don't even think about it, girlie.
These are the Zeleninovi brothers, with connections to the most powerful old European organized crime families. The Zeleninovis have, in recent years, expanded their operation to the U.S. eastern seaboard, profiting obscenely from the stealing and smuggling of luxury automobiles. The Zeleninovi brothers are viraholitoriums, which means they get enhanced strength and muscle mass from the ingestion of a specific vegetable. Fraternal twins Janez and Joseph manifest preternatural vigor, fortitude, and durability after devouring, respectively, butternut squash and asparagus. While youngest brother Svetko, by far the strongest of the three, derives his ability through the ingestion of beets. Beets? Beets! Very soon. What are you doing, FDA man? You can't just leave us here.
Don't worry, I'll call an FDA cleanup crew and get them to take you into custody. Maybe in a day or two. So, what now? Well, let's find Rosemary's damn car and get back to her. And then, hey, it looks like there is still time. Time for what?
Sunset view from Montero Tower. The best view, the most romantic view in the entire city.
Shit! We missed it. Damn it, I planned the perfect day for our last day, and it was ruined, every last bit of it. It wasn't ruined, Tony. Maybe it wasn't what you planned, but it was still perfect. I told you, as long as we spend the day together, that's all that matters. Seeing you sacrifice your last day to help somebody else, that made it even better. Our last day. That was your decision, to help Rosemary, for an utterly pointless favor. You would have made the same decision, Tony. I just saved you time. That's one of the reasons I fell in love with you. Because you do the right thing. You help people. You make things right. Even when you pay a price. Even when it's awful for you. I wish we had more time. Sure. But we got more than a lot of people get. Time and happiness. Certainly more than Olive will get. Tony, did you ever think of asking me what Savoy's plan to save the world? Seems like I'm a bit of a factor. You might have consulted me. I can't, Amelia. Eating Savoy was bad enough, and I hated him. The idea of eating you, I just can't even consider it. I know, but if the very future of humanity is at stake, maybe it should have at least been a conversation, not simply your decision. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to... It's fine, Tony. Never mind. Come on, let's go home.
Home! Skipping ahead just a bit.
I love you. I love you too.
And Sour Grapes, Chapter 3, to be concluded. Yo, Ton, you ain't gonna believe this. Found this amazing new breakfast place. Freaking delicious. Big ass portions, great service. Flashed the old FDA badge and got the lawman's discount too, if you know what I mean. Tried to call and see if you wanted to come with, but you weren't picking up, so Tony? Oh, jeez. Oh, shit, is Amelia?
She's dead, John.
What happened? Who did this?
Amelia did it.
Is this because of Savoy? His plan to save the world? The one that said you had to eat her?
You see those pages sitting on the printer? She wrote this so I wouldn't have to.
I don't get it.
Amelia summoned a power she wasn't ready for, and it killed her. Pushed her sabo-scrivener and cybosensory abilities to the next level, and her body couldn't handle it. She did it by writing a story with a coded virus within it that will attack anybody with chicken in their system. A lethal virus. And I'm supposed to read it and broadcast it, killing anybody who's recently eaten chicken. The government prohibition is all but ignored these days, which means millions of people will die worldwide. Maybe tens of millions. Maybe more.
Why would Amelia do that? Why would she want you to kill anybody who's been eating chicken? That makes no fucking sense.
Because whoever's up there in outer space who's been telling us not to is gonna blow up the planet in about 5 hours if the chicken eaters are still alive. Chicken is doomed, John. They've been telling us that all along.
So, you're gonna do it?
I don't know. I sure the fuck don't want to.
Yeah, true. But I'm gonna make the educated guess that Amelia would have wanted you to. Save the world, I mean.
I don't want to live in a world without her, John.
I hear you, partner. But you do nothing, and in a couple hours from now, that ain't gonna be an issue. That's what you said, right? A few hours left. Maybe use them to think it over, come to terms with doing it or not doing it.
I think I'd rather eat a bullet. Right here and now.
Or maybe instead we track down some law-breaking motherfucker and crack open his motherfucking cranium before slapping cuffs on him.
What's the point of that?
Might feel good. Come on, Ton. You and me. One last time. One for the road. And after we're done, you still want it, I'll feed you the bullet myself. What do you say, partner? Want to do some work? Work! Hey, Caesar. Colby. Chu. What you suiting up for? Got something cooking? Maybe. Caught a lead I'm following up on. Remember all those bodies we found in the dungeon kitchen of that fritteria a couple months ago? A couple of months ago. Got a tip from a kitchen supply company about a guy ordering oil in bulk and using a fake credit card to do so. Got an address on him and a sneaky suspicion it's our man. You don't say. You know, me and Chu can tackle that case for you. Huh? You serious? This fritteria dude is a nasty piece of work. You know how many murders he's chalked up? Sure, man. Our docket is pretty clear today, and we're looking for some action. Really, we can handle it. You take the day off. Do something fun. Get your crab claw polished or something. Enjoy the day. Live life like there's no tomorrow. That's what Mama Colby always told me. All right, guys. Call me if you get jammed up. Will do, C's. You take it easy, pal. Sure, he was a two-faced double agent working behind our backs with Savoy the entire time, and more than once we tried to kill each other. But you know, I'm kinda gonna miss that. Agent Chu! We're in the middle of a cosmic event and you spent the last 24 hours skipping work and not answering calls. You want to explain why I shouldn't fire your lazy, incompetent cannibal ass right here, right now?
Listen here, Appleby, you son of a—
Whoa! Hold up. Not today, Mikey, okay? Not today. Give Tony a break today and tonight when we get home. I'll even wear that thing you like. With the leopard spots? The other one. Ah.
You really didn't have to do that, you know.
Let the poor guy have something to look forward to.
I'd take the end of the world over that any day.
Shortly outside the hideout of the friturier. This here's the address. What the fuck's a friturier anyway?
A friturier is a chef specializing in fried foods. He deep fries and cooks exclusively in oil or animal fat.
Yeah, roger that, but what's his power? Canola oil make him super strong? Tempura give him breaded bulletproof skin? Or some other sort of wacky crazy shit like that?
No power. He fries people. He kills them. He eats them.
Ew. Alrighty then. Tony, you coming?
I can't believe she's gone, John. She's gone. And the world's ending.
I know, partner. And we're gonna deal with that. Soon. But upstairs is some psycho murdering fuck who just can't get the same ending as everybody else. Let's go upstairs and take care of him. You'll feel better after you do, I promise. Let's make sure we end his world first. Nope. Go get him, Tiger. Work through some of that aggression.
Okay, you got me. I give up.
You give up, huh? Thanks.
Jeez, John, he was surrendering. What happened to slapping on cuffs?
You needed that, Tony. So did I. We both needed to clear our heads for what's coming next. Besides, I don't feel like spending what little time we got left filing paperwork and processing him. Fucker got what was coming to him as far as I'm concerned. And as far as time goes, I'm guessing we don't have much left. You feel that? The fire writing is starting to give off heat. It's now or never, Tony.
Amelia's story.
I left it back at it's right here, Tony. I brought it along, so you wouldn't have any excuses.
You said you'd put a bullet in me if I decided to go that way.
I lied, Tony. That was never going to happen. You've got a job to do.
I do what I'm supposed to do with this story, and millions of people—
Yeah, Tony! I'm well aware of the fucking stakes! And Amelia was too.
This isn't how I wanted our story to end. This isn't how I wanted my story to end. I never expected to hold lives in my hand, the fate of humanity, but given the choice, I'd rather have things end for me than end for everyone. So I made my choice. Sometimes you do what you have to do and you pay a price, right? Even when it's awful for you. That's what you do, right, Tony? Again and again. And I know when the time comes, you'll do it again. Savoy was right about my power, by the way. About what I can do if I reach deep enough. But it hurts, Tony. I can feel it killing me. There's a code in this story I've written, hidden deep within. A genetic bomb triggered by chicken eating. But the story itself, that's just for you, Tony. And when you read it, I think you'll understand why I made my decision. This is the ending I wanted. The ending we deserve.
You actually reading it, Tony? The story? What is it? Another one of her science fiction thingies? About the space detective?
No, not this one. This one's about his daughter.
The daughter is the one who saves the world in the story?
No, she just saves the day. And then she goes home at the end, alive to do it again another day.
Yeah, you do it? Broadcast whatever you were supposed to do or whatever?
I have no idea.
Washington! What the crap? Paris!
Sacré bleu!
Moscow! And beyond! Everywhere! Yep, you did it. All those damn chicken eaters dropping like flies out there. And the skywriting is starting to fade, too. Looks like the plan worked, Don.
John, what did you do? That great breakfast you had. What was it?
Breakfast! How's the chicken and waffles, dollface? Exquisite, hon. To die for.
You ate chicken?
What can I say, Todd? I like eating chicken. So maybe I did indulge this morning. Just a bit. Seconds and thirds. As good as I told you, wasn't it? Even better, sweet cheeks. Keep it coming.
You stupid son of a bitch. Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Yeah.
What were you thinking, John?
I was thinking I wanted a tasty breakfast.
No, dumbass, Amelia's story. Why'd you tell me to read it?
World's gotta keep spinning, Don. And now it's gonna, right? Thanks to us. Thanks to Amelia. Even Savoy.
Yeah, John. The fire writing is gone. Earth's safe now. We did it, partner. We saved the world.
And Sour Grapes, Chapter 4. And Chew. Many, many years later. Epilogue. What's the matter, Chew? You nervous?
No. Not nervous. Remembering.
The night before.
Was it good for you? How about another go? What do you say, stud? Please, Miss Cardante, no more. Call me Ginny, or Special Agent Hot Stuff if you prefer. I can't keep up with you, and I feel terrible. Well, a dozen choctopus daiquiris will do that to ya. My head is pounding. Yeah, I can hear it from here. No, that's your door. Olive? Get dressed. Gun and badge. We got work to do. Warren? Warren from accounting? Oh, hello, Special Agent Chu. Good to see you. What are you talking about? Work? Is it morning already? What's going on? Peter Pilaf, the Cibo geonunciator at the FDA lab, picked up a trace on him. Old Foodville's south side, and it's going to be a bloodbath for the entire sector if we don't get there and stop him. Olive? Is she even remotely sober? She keeps insisting I'm a 5-foot armadillo and that she's a super ultraviolet downy-furred woodland sex tyrant of justice. Does that sound sober to you? Actually, this sounds like a typical weeknight for Ginny. Gin, this is a big fucking case. I'm gonna need you at 100% on this. Aye, aye, Captain. Come here, you slippery little bastard. Oh, yeah. Let's rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Warren from accounting. Seriously? Oh, yeah. He's super dreamy, don't you think? Carrot Speeder. Set autopilots for Old Foodville, intersection of Acorn and Adobo. Mapping route. We've already set up our next date. We're gonna get together next week for a bowl of virtual reality chili and simulview the big alien invasion ceremony. Ginny, it's a first contact ceremony. The first face-to-face meeting between humans and the extraterrestrials who've been traveling decades to meet us. We're signing a non-aggression pact with them, a non-eating pact, and an agreement to share technology. Though it's mostly their technology that's being shared, and a lot of it's been shared already. And it's happening tomorrow, not next week. Really? So Warren got the date wrong for our date? Or he gave you a fake one to blow you off. Well, at least my boyfriend is not an escape from maximum security food prison superpowered homicidal lunatic. Peter Pilaf is not my boyfriend. But he likes you, right? Maybe, but I'm pretty sure he's grown to hate me too over the years, especially after our last meeting. But he's obsessed with you, that's fair to say, right? Every time he's gone to prison, it's been because you caught him. Not the first time. The first time was my dad. But every time since, right?
Maritime skirmish against a sea of sentient soup. Chocolate scythe versus killer cornfield. Chog farm occupation.
Damn right every time since, and every time hence. Until we figure out some way to kill him. Hello, Olive Chew. How you doing, fuckface? Busted out of Supermax again, I see. Saw an opportunity. Took it. And this? Wanted to get your attention. Uh-huh, mission accomplished. Grew your arm back too, didn't you? I did, and it hurt like hell. You like it? It's asparagus. And it's not the only new thing I've got to show you either, lovely Olive.
Peter Pilaf's abilities have still not fully been identified, but it is agreed he possesses the most powerful and lethal food-related powers on the face of the planet. Powers that are ever-changing and ever-increasing.
I've learned some new tricks since you've seen me last.
Psychological evaluations, however, have been consistent and unanimous. Peter Pilaf is a psychopath. An extreme narcissist with control issues and antisocial personality disorder.
Let's play, Olive.
An obsessive personality with intense, unwavering fixations.
What the hell's going on, oh? Siege, Jenny.
A seemingly limitless capacity for cruelty and violence. And this has been reflected in each of his food-based incarnations and aspects. Olive.
Shit. Shit. Huh? Prickly pear. Gonna need you in front of me, Jenny. That's a big 10-4, good buddy. Damn it, Pilaf, if you've hurt my partner, you're going to pay. I didn't think she could be hurt, as long as she's sufficiently addled. Isn't that her whole shtick? Even so, you tried. Ginny, fuck him up, girlfriend!
The farmer Kiskrios is impervious to damage while his or her neurotransmitters are affected after the ingestion of psychotropic substances.
It's just you and me now, Olive. Just as it should be. And now, for my next trick. Fuck no. No more tricks. No more games. And I hope that hurts like hell to grow back, too. Damn you, Olive. You can't kill me, you know. I'll just grow back with different powers, stronger powers, and then you'll have to find me. No, I can't kill you, but I can send you back to prison. And this time, before you see an opportunity to escape again, well, this should keep you from seeing anything for a while. Hey, what did I miss? Call for a prison transport, Jin. This case is closed.
And so...
All right, Ginny. See you later. Adios, Olive. Say hi to your mom for me. My dad, Ginny. My mom died when I was like 3 months old. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Hey, Uncle Chow. What's happening?
Just gardening, Olive. What's it look like?
They've got bots for that now, Uncle.
Not the same, girl. You know this.
Is my dad inside?
Your dad? How the fuck would I know? What am I, his keeper?
No, but you live together. You see him every day. You spend almost every waking moment together.
Yeah, and I hate every minute of it. Fuck that guy. Lousy brother. Rotten no good for nothing. Rassafrassin.
Hey, Uncle Chow.
What?
I had a really long night. How about you make me some breakfast? Something delicious. One of your special secret extra yummy recipes.
Yeah, I think I can do that. Come on, Olive, honey. Let's go inside. Tough night at work?
Same old, really.
Well, make yourself comfortable, dear. Give me 10 minutes. I'll whip you up something. Mwah! Magnifique.
Hey, Uncle Chow. Why were you outside gardening? How come you're not watching the landing ceremony on the Hollow Tomato?
The landing ceremony? That's today? The landing ceremony.
I remember everything.
Great! Do you remember my husband, Chu? How happy we were? How much I loved him? I still hate you, Chu. I hate your guts, Chu. Always have, always will. I hate you, Chu. Would you two please shut the fuck up? This isn't a place for that sort of nonsense. This here is a big day. This here is the biggest day ever.
I don't know where your dad is, Olive.
Yeah, he got an invite to the ceremony thing, but I don't see him actually attending. Too many bad memories. Plus, your pop doesn't really get around like he used to. Turns out those baseball guys really did a number on old Anthony's kneecaps.
Uncle Chow?
Hello and welcome, my friends. Welcome to Earth. Welcome to our planet. Your planet as well. Welcome home. It is my honor to welcome you, and on behalf of the United States, the United Nations, NATO, the World Government, the World Food Consortium, the International Space Agency, NASA, and other organizations including the World Health Organization, the FDA, the USDA, the International Weather Service, and DEFRA. We welcome you after your long interstellar journey and offer our unreserved friendship and hospitality. We look forward to a bright new era for planet Earth of peace, understanding, cooperation, and community, and are eager for both our peoples to share and learn one another's culture, knowledge, technologies, sciences, and recipes.
Uncle Chow!
Ah! Oh, shit, damn.
Uncle Chow, what happened to my dad's knife?
What's that, Olive?
The chocolate knife that I carved for my dad, that he used to kill the collector. He hung it on the wall right by Aunt Tony's picture. You don't think he... Oh...
You have our gratitude, human.
Emissary, may I present to you President Porterhouse, Vice President Eccles, General Secretary Vatrushka, and State Councilor Premier Yang Tao. And here it is His Majesty the King, as well as Executive Director Paneer Sharma of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. It was Director Sharma who oversaw the long-range communication during...
Psst, Chu! What the hell are you doing? Chu! Chu! And Chu, Book 12, Sour Grapes. Finn. The end.